Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Stockton University's commencement for the class of 2026. My name is Joe Bertolino, president of the university, and I have a question for you. Are you ready to welcome our students? I'm sorry, they need to hear you across the entire state. Are you ready to welcome the class of 2026? It is my pleasure to introduce the Stockton University graduating class of 2026. Here we go.
Good afternoon, and welcome to Stockton University's commencement ceremony at historic Whelan Boardwalk Hall. We want to thank the drumline from Absegami High School for leading the Stockton processional today. We now ask all who are able to please rise and join in the singing of the national anthem, led by Stockton student Megan Baldwin and accompanied by fellow Stockton student Lindsay Salati on the saxophone. You may be seated. Thank you, Ms. Baldwin and Ms. Salati. At this time, I'd like to bring up President Joe Berlino.
Thank you very much. Weren't they terrific? Let's give them another round of applause. Give your fellow students a round of applause. There we go. It is my distinct honor to introduce a proud alum and supporter of Stockton University, graduated in 1998 with a communications degree, and is a two-time Hall of Famer in basketball. Please join me in welcoming our fellow alum, the Mayor of Atlantic City, the Honorable Marty Small.
And yes, before I get into my speech, and first and foremost, congratulations to the Stockton University class of 2026. But Stockton's very own Alex Marino, who was the sports information director when I was at Stockton, who left 201 rebounds off of my record. Speaking of records, we're going to make it up today. We're going to attempt to break a Guinness Book of World Records for the loudest and largest Great Day chant once I start my speech. Are we ready to break the record? All right. Well, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Okay, here we go. And it's a great day here in the city of Atlantic City. Can we say great day? I think we just broke the record. Yes, great day. I'm Mayor Marty Small Sr., mayor of the great city of Atlantic City, and more importantly, a Stockton alum of the graduating class of 1998. Yes. 28 years ago, I sat in the seat that you are sitting today with a cloud of uncertainty. We all say and know what we want to be. We all know what we want to do after we get out of college, but there is no certainty. And as I was in the bathroom earlier, and the students will probably remember who they are, a couple of guys were saying how nervous they are of this day. And you should be nervous. There's a world out there that is uncertain. But if you know like I know, one thing that is certain, Stockton University has prepared you for the world. If you're an education major and you don't get that teaching job, if you're a social worker and you don't get that social work job, it's okay. Because in life, nothing is guaranteed. You have to pivot. And that piece of paper that you're going to receive shortly doesn't guarantee you anything. The only thing that it does is make you more marketable, meaning if you're getting a bachelor's degree and the job description says bachelor's degree or higher, you are eligible to do that. So don't take nothing for granted, ladies and gentlemen. Use all that you learn at Stockton. It's a great university. We're happy to have them here in the great city of Atlantic City. But that is my brief message to you. Never take anything for granted. And when life starts lifing and obstacles hit you, overcome adversity. Never give up. You didn't come this far. Your family didn't sacrifice to get you to this day for you to blow it away. So, in addition to the graduates, we appreciate you, but more importantly, let's give all the family members here to celebrating the students today a big round of applause. So, have fun, party it up tonight, be responsible in Atlantic City, and best of luck to you in the future. And here at the great city of Atlantic City, we're always looking for the best and brightest to join our organization. So, one more time, can we say great day?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Very sage advice. It is now my pleasure to welcome our provost, Dr. Michael Palladino.
Again, thank you, Mayor Small, and thank you, Dr. Harrison, for opening our ceremony as Grand Marshal, and to Ms. Baldwin, Ms. Salati. Great job. Can we give them another round of applause again, please? Good afternoon and welcome. So I am Dr. Michael Palladino, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs. Chairman Lozano, member of the class of 2003, members of the Stockton University Board of Trustees, members of the President's Senior Leadership Team, our esteemed faculty, university staff, distinguished guests, proud parents, family, and friends joining us in person or by live streaming, Mayor Small, and most especially, members of our graduating class of 2026, welcome to today's commencement ceremony for the Schools of Arts and Humanities, Education, Health Sciences, Natural Sciences and Mathematics, and the William T. Daly School of General Studies. It is great to see all of you here this afternoon. Now, this morning, we graduated 2 schools, Business and Social and Behavioral Sciences, and I know it's Friday afternoon, but they were so much louder, I can't even tell you. So you mean to tell me we're going to graduate 4 schools and they were going to be louder? So let's try this again. Members of our graduating class of 2026, welcome to today's commencement ceremony for the Schools of Arts and Humanities, Education, Health Sciences, Natural Sciences and Mathematics, and the William T. Daly School of General Studies. All right, much better. It's about an A-, but much better. So it is my great privilege and honor to preside over today's wonderful celebration, and it is now my pleasure to introduce today's platform party. If able, I ask them to stand and remain standing as their name is called, and please hold your applause until all introductions are complete. Representing the Stockton University Board of Trustees, our Chairman, Jose Lozano, class of 2003. Mr. Tim Lowry, Ms. Nalita Valentin, class of 1986 and former board chair. Our student trustee, and graduating today, Ms. Melanie Chin. Our student trustee alternate, Ms. Najma Lang. And Dr. Joe Bertolino, president of Stockton University. Distinguished members of the platform party include Dr. Tim Harrison, our Grand Marshal, faculty speaker, and associate professor emeritus of biology. Dr. Michael McGarvey, professor emeritus of art. Dr. Yitzhak Sharon, presidential medal recipient and distinguished professor emeritus of physics. Ms. Benita Villar, instructor emeritus of physics. Today's student speaker, Ms. Abby Crawley. Today's keynote speaker and 2000 Stockton alum, Ms. Roxanne Passarella. Dr. Michael Law, class of 2000, an associate professor of biology and president of our faculty senate. Ms. Lori Herndon, class of 1992, and chair of the Stockton University Foundation. Mayor Marty Small, senior, as you heard, class of 1998. And finally, the university senior leadership team and academic deans. Thank you all for your service to Stockton and to higher education. Please give them all a round of applause. The platform party may be seated. Well, directly in front of our graduates and joining me here on the platform today are Stockton's esteemed faculty. Faculty colleagues, if willing and able, please rise. Please rise, faculty. So again, join me in recognizing our outstanding faculty, truly the heart of the university, through their teaching, mentoring, research, guidance, and collaboration, and in so many other ways. They have helped our distinguished graduates achieve their milestones today. Thank you, faculty colleagues, for your expertise and dedication to the Stockton community and to the success of our students. Please be seated. I'd like to acknowledge several of our special guests joining us today. To our left, in section 123, includes members of the Stockton University Foundation Board and numerous state, county, and local officials. Thank you all for being with us and celebrating with our graduates today. So I'd ask everyone, wherever you're seated right now, to take a moment and look around as we prepare for this celebration together in this beautiful, historic venue, gathered to recognize the class of 2026. You know, graduation is such a special moment for us at the university because it's the reason why we're here. And I really wish everyone could have and enjoy the view that I have from here. It is truly an amazing, amazing, and very special view. For our graduating students, from all of us at Stockton University, we thank you for the hard work you've put in and the success you have achieved so we can be here today to celebrate you and your loved ones. You are part of a generation that entered college in a new era. You were influenced by COVID-19, the presence of online learning, and artificial intelligence, among lots of other things happening in and around society. Yet still, your commitment to your academic studies has culminated in this very moment, a commencement where your loved ones have gathered to acknowledge your accomplishments and congratulate you on your academic success. As our provost, I can assure you that in our very special academic community of faculty, staff, and students, that is Stockton University, we are on this journey with you. And that's part of why events like today are so special to us and why we're so very proud of you. You persevered, often under difficult circumstances, and you completed and earned your degree. And I can't emphasize earned enough. Last week, and this happens at every time in the year as we get closer to commencement, last week I had a first-generation student from this class tell me how grateful they are that Stockton was giving them their degree. And that was exactly the words that they used, giving them their degree. They never imagined they'd be a college graduate, and now they're getting ready to go to graduate school. And as we had that conversation, we were reflecting on the academic challenges that they experienced and the outstanding personalized educational experiences we provide at the university. But I stopped the student to remind them, well, Stockton gave the student a chance to take advantage of all those opportunities. They were not given their degree. And among our nearly 1,800 graduates earning their degrees this year, we have traditional students, we have adult students. Some 44% of our graduates this year are first-generation college students. A tremendous accomplishment to be the first in their family to graduate from college. We'll acknowledge those students again shortly. Students from throughout this region and from throughout the world, including students from more than 8 countries. We're all inspired by you, and we're privileged to be able to express our personal congratulations to each and every graduate today. Each of you deserve to be very proud of your accomplishment, just as we are very proud of you. So on behalf of my faculty colleagues and everyone at the university, all of us are privileged to have played a role in preparing you for today. We have asked a lot from you, and you have risen to the challenge. We send you off today as graduates of Stockton University, fully confident that you will be active in making your neighborhood, your town, this state, our region, our country, and indeed our world a better place. And we know that you will do this modeling our ethic of care that is so important to us at the university. Know how much we appreciate the effort and the work and the dedication you've had to better yourself through higher education. While we celebrate our graduates, today also belongs to the family, friends, and loved ones who are with us today, and to those who are not here but whom are with you in spirit or maybe even joining us by live stream. And just as we know that our graduates have been tested and have sacrificed, we know that you too have also been tested and sacrificed, because it indeed does take a village. And we thank you all for supporting the success of our graduates. So I'd ask our family and loved ones here, if you're able, please rise so we may recognize all of you. Please rise, family and friends. Great, thank you, thank you. Please be seated. So it's now my distinct pleasure to invite our student commencement speaker, Miss Abby Crawley. Abby is from Browns Mills, New Jersey, and she's a candidate for Bachelor of Arts in Communications. Now at lunchtime, I asked Abby, how did you do? Did you finish the semester strong? And she said, I did okay, Provost. She said, I had a 4.0, and then I slipped up. I'm sorry. She actually apologized to me, right? She said, I'm sorry. I finished with a 3.98. So she really slipped up, Abby. Must have been that B in there. Congratulations, Abby. Tremendous job. Please come forward to address the graduating class.
Alrighty. Good afternoon, distinguished guests, faculty, and fellow graduates. It is my honor to stand here today and provide the student address. I came to Stockton as a 19-year-old first-generation triple transfer student, which means orientation felt less like a welcome event and more like me quietly hoping I was finally in the right place. I didn't know exactly how the next few years would unfold, but I knew 2 things. Stockton accepted all of my credits, and it offered a program that would forever change my life. What I did not know was that it would change me too. For much of my time here, I focused on practical things, making sure I had food, gas money, and a place to land after graduation. I spent my first semester running between classes and a full-time job just trying to support myself. At first, I was not involved in any clubs or activities. I showed up where I needed to be. I thought Stockton would be just another stepping stone, one more place helping me move closer to my dreams. But thankfully, Stockton inspired me. Programs like EOF and classes like professional development inspired me to grow. I was ready, but I was also focused on making sure stability came before everything else. Those experiences pushed me to speak up, show up, and see myself not just as someone getting through college, but as someone who truly belonged here. Over time, that growth turned into leadership. Today, I have the honor of serving as the president of the Public Relations Student Society of America chapter here at Stockton, something I would have never have imagined when I first arrived, unsure of where I fit. When I felt overwhelmed by classes, choices, transfers, and figuring out who I was supposed to be, Stockton accepted me. It gave me room to grow while allowing me to rise. Stockton is where my goals and dreams came together, where they are planted and nurtured by professionals who believe in us, before we fully believe in ourselves. I had the honor of working with professors who invested in my potential, helping turn uncertainty into direction. Then came my internship at Washington, D.C., where it became more than just an opportunity. It was the final push towards a lifelong dream. For as long as I remember, I have always wanted to work at NASA. Being in DC and working in a professional environment where showed me that dreams I had since childhood were not distant possibilities. They were real, they were reachable, and already beginning. Stockton did not just prepare me academically. It positioned me to step into the future I had imagined. My motivation was never just ambition. It was gratitude, responsibility, and love. For some of us, success means giving our families opportunities they never had. I wanted my mom to enjoy the harvest of the sacrifices she's planted. I wanted my dad to have the '57 Chevy in the driveway, not to drive, just admire, as proof that the long hours meant something. No matter where we come from, every one of us is here because somebody worked, somebody sacrificed, somebody stayed up late, somebody believed, and sometimes that somebody is you. Every graduate sitting here represents someone else's labor. This is why this degree is bigger than a diploma. It is proof of early mornings, late nights, doubts confronted, fear faced, and growth chosen over comfort. Some of the people who supported me never cared about the syllabus. In fact, most of them never held a degree. They just needed to see me try. They showed up, asked how it went, and believed in me. That support is love. And I know each of you has someone like that, a parent, a sibling, a mentor, a friend, a professor, someone who saw something in you before you saw it in yourself. Mom, you were always the blueprint, and I carry that relentless energy into everything I build from here. We are all ospreys, and ospreys do not just fly, they soar. You are not defined by your past. You are not limited by your expectations. You are defined by what you choose to do next. This degree is earned, it is permanent, it is undeniably yours. Here is my challenge to you. Chase what scares you. Apply for the positions that feel out of reach. Start the business, write the book, move to the city, or come back and build here. Run towards your future with the same determination you will when you cross this stage. Whether your path was winding or straight, whether you transferred once or 3 times like me, you belong here. Ospreys, you have evolved, you have flown. Today, you stand as proof that growth is possible. Hard work matters, and that belief multiplies. Congratulations, class of 2026. Now soar. At this time, if you are willing and able, please rise and join us in the celebration for the rendition of Ospreys on Parade, our alma mater performed by alum Miss Lillian Nickens, accompanied by Dr. Beverly Vaughn, Professor of Music.
Let us travel in the footsteps of those who came before. Here on our campus, in the pines, knowledge opens every door. And when we go marching and to the world beyond our Stockton, at ease with what we've learned. Our future has begun. Knowledge leads to knowledge, and Stockton shows the way. Oh, let us be among those for whom Stockton leads the way. Oh, let us proudly strive to be examples day by day.
Thank you, Dr. Vaughn and Ms. Nickens. It is now my pleasure to introduce our Grand Marshal and Associate Professor, Emeritus of Biology, Dr. Tim Harrisine, to provide for faculty comments. Thank you.
Welcome to members of the Stockton community and to all our guests. And a special welcome to my beloved colleagues and the students of the 2026 graduating class. It is a great honor and distinct pleasure to speak to the graduating class on behalf of the faculty. This is an important day in your life's journey, and you should be proud of the hard-earned accomplishments and celebrate with family and friends. Today is also an important day in my life's journey, as I'm retiring after 33 years of teaching at Stockton. I reflected on those 33 years as I thought about what I wanted to say to you today. It's common to offer advice for the future or to talk about the meaning of a college degree. I'll leave that to others. Instead, I want to thank students for all the ways you enrich my life, and I believe the life of faculty members in general. The process of getting a degree is work. It's work for the faculty member, organizing the course and running the classes. And of course, it's work for the student who must juggle and master the coursework and a full course load and hopefully a very active extracurricular life. And like all work, there are aspects of this process that are a grind. But for me and for most faculty, this is joyful work. And the main reason for the joy is the students. In ways both large and small, you have made this a happy workplace. First, the little ways. Teaching is very personal and interactive. In every class, you can always find students who will respond to the material with a smile or ask a pertinent question. Students will also remain after class to talk about the coursework, to shoot the breeze, and we interact with students in the hallway in our offices. And most often, these interactions end with a smile on both parties' faces, and both our days are better for it. The second aspect of the joy of teaching is the opportunity to help others. It is fantastic to see a student improve over the course of a semester or the course of a college career. It's also great to see students helping other students, which often happens in our classes. Helping other people is one of the great secrets of feeling joy in the world. And we, as faculty, are privileged to do this every day as part of our job. Part of that helping each other is acts of compassion. And in a very personal and interactive environment, there's plenty of opportunities for faculty to be compassionate towards students, but it works the other way too. And many times students are compassionate towards faculty. All of us go through personal crises and difficulties in our lives, and often that becomes known to some or all members of a teaching environment. I'm going to share one story among many times when students helped me, but this one was especially pertinent to me. A long time ago, I had an infant who was very ill, and he was in the hospital in intensive care for quite some time. And I let my class know this was going on because my schedule was going to be very hectic. It could be I was going to cancel class on a moment's notice. I could be distracted. Schedules could change. They were all very compassionate. They all said, whatever you need. They reached out personally, sent me emails, notes. But one class, unbeknownst to me, got together and made me this still gets to me when I think about it, a baby quilt. The class, every member of the class contributed something, and they presented me with a quilt, which I then took with me to the hospital, stayed with my son while he recovered. The story has a happy ending. He graduated from college 2 years ago, so everything was fine. But I tell that story because I think it exemplifies the giving spirit that's encouraged and exemplified by our students here at Stockton. However, the most important way that you bring us joy is you are the future. And we are so privileged to have a small part in helping to shape that future, helping to give you skills that you can use as you become the people that determine the future and shape of our society going forward. And we get joy because we are confident as we watch this graduating class and all previous graduating classes in your skills to do that. That's tremendously satisfying and joyful. So, on behalf of the faculty, thank you for the joy that you have brought us. Thank you for the privilege of having a chance to be a small part of the future. And on behalf of myself, thank you for 33 years of the greatest job I could ever imagine. I now welcome Stockton University President, Dr. Joe Bertolino.
Let's give Dr. Hassan another round of applause, please. Thank you very, very much. How we feeling? How we feeling? All right, class of 2026, do me a favor. When I say soar higher, you say, go Ospreys. In fact, I'm asking the whole auditorium. Are we ready? Here we go. Soar higher. Soar higher. Soar higher. There we go. Ready, Beth?
I'm ready, sort of.
Ospreys, the end is near, and so you face the final curtain. Stockton, let's make it clear, you'll walk this stage, of this I'm certain. You've passed all your exams, I hope. You've traveled up and down that parkway or expressway. But more, much more than this, you did it the Osprey way. You stood in lines from day to day, committed to Dunkin' or Chick-fil-A. Clubs, classes, teams, you gave it all. There is no doubt you're Stockton tall. The world awaits to the members of your class who helped to inspire this year's opening. Thank you to the Board of Trustees, faculty, staff, family, friends, and loved ones joining us today as we celebrate our graduates. Before I get to my remarks, I'd like to recognize a few individuals. Across our ceremonies this week, we have 49 graduates who have served in or are on active duty with a branch of the United States military, and I ask that they and any other veterans or active duty service members please stand if you're able to be acknowledged. Thank you for your service to our nation. Well, what an extraordinary moment this is. Graduates, take a look around and really take it in. This room is filled with people who love you, who believe in you, who pushed you, texted you, fed you, reminded you about deadlines, and maybe asked more than once, how are you really doing? Today is your day. You made it through the early mornings, the late nights, the exams, the papers, the clinicals, the labs, the rehearsals, the internships, the teaching, the student teaching, the games, the performances, the jobs, the family responsibilities, and all the unexpected moments life placed in your path. Whether your Stockton journey brought you to Galloway, Atlantic City, Hamilton, or Manahawkin, to quiet moments near Lake Fred, walks to Turtle Island, time around Lake Pam or the Lakeside Lounge, intramurals with friends, a show at the Pack, coffee runs at Dunkin', grabbing lunch at the Nest, conversations in the campus center, cheering on our Ospreys in Big Blue, or moments with classmates along the boardwalk. Each experience helped bring you to this day. You adapted, you persisted, you grew, and you did something remarkable. Today, you will leave here with a Stockton degree. And while today is about you, it is also about those who helped get you here. The families and friends who cheered you on, the faculty who challenged you, the staff who supported you, the mentors who saw something in you before you fully saw it yourself. When you walk across this stage, you are bringing a whole community with you. Now, when I first came to Stockton, I spoke about building a community of opportunity, a place where every student, regardless of background, has the support, resources, and relationships needed to thrive. Class of 2026, your success is the strongest expression of that vision. You are artists, scientists, educators, nurses, social workers, business leaders, advocates, researchers, athletes, performers, public servants, entrepreneurs, and community builders. Many of you are the first in your family to earn a degree. If you are a first-generation college student graduating today, I want you to stand right now if you are able and be recognized. All of our first-generation college students. Thank you very much. Now that is what opportunity looks like. Let me tell you about a few extraordinary Ospreys who truly embody what it means to soar higher. They don't know I'm about to do this. Charlene Maycott, are you here? Charlene, where are you? Stand up. Okay, there you are. Stay standing. Charlene Maycott is proof that it is never too late to chase a dream that has lived in your heart for a lifetime. At 61 years old, A grandmother from Mullica, Charlene balanced 20 credits a semester, a part-time job at Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, and time with her 7 grandchildren. All while earning her degree in liberal studies with a perfect 4.0 GPA. Through Stockton's 3+1 pathway with Atlantic Cape, she found an affordable path forward, but what carried her to the finish line was something even more powerful. Her mother's voice saying, "You're gonna graduate. Charlene, you did it for yourself, for your mother, for your daughter Jessica, and for every student who needs to know it is never too late." We are proud of you. Ladies and gentlemen, Charlene Maycott, right there. Dominic Buccinico, where are you? Dominic. Everybody say hi to Dominic. Dominic is the kind of osprey who leads with heart. A Summers Point resident graduating in education and human development, Dominic found his calling through service, working with children in the homework completion program at Busby Homes Village in Atlantic City. That experience changed him. It gave him new perspective, deepened his purpose, and helped him see how powerful one caring adult can be in the life of a child. Dominic has also spoken honestly about his own mental health journey, reminding us that asking for help is not a weakness, it is a strength. Dominic, whether you are in the classroom, at the recreation center, or any space where children need support, you will be that positive presence, and those young people will be better because of you. Congratulations, Dominic. Christina Howard, where are you? Well, we know where your family is. Christina Howard brought creativity, reliability, and care into every space she entered. A visual arts major, Chrissy has used her artist's eyes and thoughtful spirit to see possibilities where others might see only a task. For the past 2 years, Chrissy has been a valued member of the Student Affairs Office, where her work ethic, problem-solving skills, and warm spirit made an immediate and lasting impact. And that creativity extends beyond the classroom and the workplace, from her handmade knitted items donated to those in need, to her leadership and service as a member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. Chrissy, as you head to graduate school, know this: your compassion, your commitment, your creativity will continue to open doors. We are grateful for you, and we are proud of you. Ladies and gentlemen, Christina Howard. And speaking of Stockton pride, I want to recognize one special graduate who brought joy, energy, and a whole lot of osprey spirit to this community. Being our mascot, Talon, is not just about putting on the feathers. It is about showing up with heart, lifting people's spirits, and helping make every game day a welcome event and a campus celebration. Makes it a little more unforgettable. Now that he is graduating, we can finally reveal one of the Talon's secret identities. Andre Perez, please stand. There he is. Let's get a camera on Andre. There we go. There he is. There's Talon. Thank you for representing Stockton with pride, personality, and joy. Charlene, Dominic, Christina, Andres, their stories are extraordinary, but they are not exceptions, because every one of you sitting here today has your own version of this journey, and that matters, because the world you are entering needs you. You are graduating at a time when it can be easy to focus on what is divided, uncertain, or broken. You know the headlines, you feel the pressure, you understand the challenges. But when I look at you, I see something more powerful. I see hope. You leave here as change makers. That doesn't mean you need the loudest voice in the room or the biggest title. But it does mean you understand that progress begins with people, with trust, with compassion, with courage, with care. You will be change makers in classrooms, hospitals, boardrooms, laboratories, nonprofits, and so much more, in your neighborhoods, in your families. You will be change makers when you mentor someone younger than you. You will be change makers when you listen before you judge. You will be change makers when you stand up for dignity, respect, kindness, compassion, and civility. You will be change makers when you refuse to let negativity define what is possible. Your success will not come only from what you know, it will come from how you use what you know, how you treat people, how you build trust, how you show up when it counts, how you lead when the path is difficult, and how you care for the people and communities around you. That is why Stockton's ethic of care is so important. Dignity, respect, kindness, compassion, civility. They are not soft values. They are strong values. They are the values that hold communities together when times get hard, that make leadership possible, and that help us disagree without dehumanizing one another. They are the values that remind us that every person has a story, that every story deserves to be heard, and that everyone deserves to be treated with dignity, respect, kindness, compassion, and civility. Graduates, I ask you to take those values with you. The world's uncertain, the challenges are real, the path ahead may not always be clear. But here is the truth. You are ready. You are ready because of what you've learned, how you've grown, and the values, ethics, and sense of responsibility Stockton helps strengthen within you. Finally, I want to end, as I often do, with a short story. Some of my colleagues have heard this before. A college president discovers on his appointment calendar a graduate who is back on campus for his 25th reunion. "I just wanted to take a second," said the graduate, "to thank you, Mr. President, for the inspirational advice you gave me at commencement 25 years ago." "Why, thank you," replied the president, who, of course, could neither remember the graduate nor what he had said. "But perhaps you could refresh my memory. What did I say that inspired you so much?" At that, the graduate leaned forward, looked earnestly at the president, and said, "I've tried to live my life by these words. As I came up to the stage to get my degree, you shook my hand and you said, 'Keep moving, keep moving.' Class of 2026, keep moving." Congratulations. And now it is my pleasure to introduce Jose Lanzano, Chair of the Stockton University Board of Trustees and a proud 2003 Stockton alum. Mr. Chairman.
Good afternoon, graduates, faculty, staff, family, and friends. On behalf of the Stockton University Board of Trustees, it is my honor to congratulate the class of 2026. As chair of the board and a proud Stockton alum, I'm especially grateful to stand here with you today to celebrate this extraordinary milestone in your lives. 23 years ago, I sat where you all are. And like many of you, a first-generation college graduate, son of a Puerto Rican mother and a Dominican father. Yep. Guess there's a few of you here. I arrived at Stockton with an ambition and uncertainty and a belief that Stockton education could open up doors to opportunities that I had not yet realized. My time here filled with many late nights at Lakeside Lodge, serving as a student senate, while being a member, an RA, challenged me to think differently, to lead with purpose, and to recognize that success is not only measured by a personal achievement, but by the impact we make on others' lives. Those lessons have guided me through my career, and again, I have learned that leadership ultimately is about service, listening to people, building partnerships, and finding ways to bring others together, even those that may not have similar perspectives. As you leave Stockton and begin your next chapter, the world will ask much of you. It will ask you to adapt, to collaborate, and to solve problems we cannot yet fully and sometimes understand. But your Stockton education has prepared you for exactly that. So be curious, be courageous, stay connected to your communities, and never underestimate the value of empathy, integrity, and resilience in whatever path you choose. And never, ever forget where you came from. Most importantly, remember that you will always have a home at Stockton. Today, you join a proud growing network of Osprey alum who are cheering you on and eager to support your journey. And again, on behalf of the Board of Trustees, congratulations to the class of 2026. We need you. The world needs you. Now go make us proud. Thank you.
Thank you, Chair Lozano. The Presidential Medal of Distinction is awarded to exceptional individuals whose dedication to social justice and community enrichment mirrors the university's core values and whose actions exemplify the power of partnership and collaborating with Stockton to create positive change and foster a more vibrant and equitable environment. It brings me great pleasure to present two outstanding individuals with this honor this afternoon. First, I would like to call up to the stage. Very good. We're good? Dr. Yitzhak Sharon. For more than 5 decades, Dr. Sharon has been a beloved teacher, 5 decades. He has been a beloved teacher, mentor, scholar, and advocate for interdisciplinary learning at Stockton. He helped establish our physics program and inspired generations of students through teaching that made complex ideas accessible, meaningful, and deeply human. But Dr. Sharon's impact extends far beyond the sciences. Through his profound contributions to Jewish studies and Holocaust studies, he has helped students engage with history, humanity, memory, and moral responsibility. His work reflects the very best of Stockton: intellectual curiosity, compassion, and a belief that education should not only inform us, but transform us. Through his leadership, scholarship, and mentorship, Dr. Sharon has enriched the lives of thousands of students and strengthened Stockton's enduring commitment to teaching, learning, and community engagement. And I might add that as I have traveled the country to meet with alums, at every visit, someone asks me about Yitzhak Sharon and tells me that he was their best instructor here at the university. And in fact, just recently, the Alumni Association invited Professor Sharon to do a lecture virtually. More than 150 alums signed up for this lecture. He has been with the university since its inception, and in recognition of his exceptional service and dedication to Stockton University and to the generations of students whose lives he inspired, it is my great honor to present Dr. Yitzhak Sharon with the Presidential Medal of Distinction. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to introduce to you Dr. Yitzhak Sharon.
I am very grateful for this high honor. I thank the Board of Trustees, President Joe, Provost Palladino, Dean Norvell, my faculty and staff colleagues, and my students. Today's tribute applies not only to me, but also to so many other of Stockton's outstanding faculty members. Stockton prides itself on the close relations between students, faculty, and staff. We all love providing our students with the best education and the best preparation for citizenship, career, and life. You, our 2026 graduates, will go forth and bring to the outside world the values and knowledge that you acquired at Stockton. Your future is so very bright. Soar, Ospreys, soar.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Yitzhak Sharon. Let's give it up for him one more time, please. Thank you. I love commencement. The second Presidential Medal of Distinction is a surprise for the recipient. For more than 4 decades, Dr. Beverly Vaughn Dr. Bev, come on over here, Dr. Bev. Come on over here. Come on. As you can see, Dr. Bev lacks energy. Come here.
Oh, come on, man. Oh. Wow.
Stand right here. Look at, here you go. There you go. Okay. Let's give it up for Dr. Beverly Vaughn, please. Dr. Beverly Vaughn has brought extraordinary talent, heart, and unmistakable flair to Stockton. Whether in the classroom, on the stage, leading the Stockton Oratorio Society, or elevating our most meaningful gatherings, including today's commencement ceremony, she has helped make Stockton more vibrant, more joyful, and more connected. As a remarkable professor of music, internationally acclaimed performer, mentor, and cultural leader, Dr. Vaughn has inspired generations of students, singers, and community members. Through her leadership of Stockton's vocal and choral program and the beloved tradition of presenting Handel's Messiah in Atlantic City, she has shown us the unifying power of music. Her legacy is one of excellence, collaboration, inclusion, and care. She reminds us that music does more than fill a room. It lifts a community. In recognition of her exceptional service and dedication to Stockton University and to the cultural vitality of our region, it is my great honor to present Dr. Beverly Vaughn with the Presidential Medal of Distinction. We need to see your face, though. We need to see your face. All right, let's do that. Here we go. You got Michael? Michael, you in here? Yeah. Sorry.
Thank you.
Excellent.
Thank you.
You can,
Don't worry. Okay. All right. Wow, I feel like I just got an Oscar. But I want to say this. Stockton allowed me and still allows me to live my dream. And my dream is I want for every graduate, every person in this audience, everybody that I know, whether it's from Planet Fitness or my sorority, wherever my church, I want you to know and live by this, my theme, my family taught me. To my faculties, friends, everybody, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let's say it together. 1, 2, and this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Do that for Bev. Thank you.
Dr. Bev. Let's give it up for Dr. Beverly Vaughn, please. All right. At our morning ceremony, we presented Ms. Roxanne Passarella with the Presidential Medal of Distinction for her work as a respected business leader, entrepreneur, mentor, and advocate for community advancement. As president and CEO of Club Boardwalk Resorts, Roxanne has helped shape Atlantic City's hospitality industry with vision, integrity, and a deep commitment to the people and place she serves. She has given back to the Stockton community through her roles on the Foundation Board of Directors and as a founding member of Stockton Women's Leadership Council. It is my pleasure to introduce Ms. Roxanne Passarella, a proud 2000 Stockton alum, as today's keynote speaker. Roxanne?
Yep. Good morning, graduates, President Joe, distinguished members of the board, family, and friends. To the graduates, congratulations, you did it. Your degree is your proof, but what is not easily seen are the sacrifices you made to get here. The long nights, the setbacks, the discipline, the determination. So before I say another word, let's recognize this class for what it took to get here. Standing here today means a great deal to me because Stockton is such a huge part of my personal story. Thank you for having me. I am humbled, proud, and elated to be able to share this moment with my children, my partner, family, and friends. I am so thankful that they could be here with me today. I was the first person in my family to graduate from college, like many of you here today, when I graduated in Stockton in 2000. When I think back to that version of myself, I remember somebody who had absolutely nothing figured out. I remember someone who was determined and knew she wanted more, someone who recognized that where you start in life and where you finish can be two very different things as long as you're willing to work for it. I didn't have a roadmap. I didn't have all the answers, but what I did have was a willingness to start. I came from very humble beginnings. I was the first person in my family to graduate from college. My dad was a mechanic, and watching him come home every day with greasy hands and a sore back taught me something education never could. That's work ethic. My dad believed in me. He told me I could be anything in this world I wanted to be. Thank God I believed him. He is no longer with us, and there isn't a day I don't reflect on something that he taught me. My mother was a stay-at-home mom, and she showed me very early on that strong women come in all forms. When you leave here today, people will ask you what's next. Where are you heading? Where will you live? What career will you choose? But today, I am standing here at what people often think is the finish line. And I want you to remember where you started. Because your starting point does not define your future. Most journeys don't look big while you're living them. They are quiet, ordinary, even repetitive. They look like exhaustion, but pushing on anyway. Small successes, even bigger failures, long stretches where it feels like nothing is happening at all. But if you put your head down and work harder than you ever thought you could, one day you'll look up and be shocked at how far you've come. I know I was. After graduation, I went on to law school. I remember sitting in study groups with students whose parents were CEOs, senators, authors. I remember being embarrassed to say what my dad did for a living. What I didn't realize then, but I do now, is that my humble beginnings were never something to be ashamed of. They actually became my superpower. Growing up the way I did taught me to communicate with all kinds of people. It taught me resilience. It taught me how to solve problems with very few resources. Don't waste time being ashamed of where you started. Embrace it. Because where you begin is not evidence of what you lacked. It is evidence of how far you have traveled. I would love to stand here and tell you that the path gets easier, but that wouldn't be true at all. There will be setbacks. There will be moments when you are not chosen. Times when people make assumptions about you before you even speak. Moments when you feel too young, too ambitious, too quiet, too much of something, or not enough of something else. You cannot build a remarkable life trying to satisfy everyone. Figure out who you are in good times and difficult ones, and learn to love yourself during both. In my own career, I eventually became the owner of the company I had spent years helping to build. And just this past year, we faced challenges that at times felt impossible. Some days honestly felt like hell. But I learned something important. Nobody, even me, goes unscathed. Life will knock all of us down at some point, and there are times that you're going to think, why me? But I say to you today, why not you? Because these moments build you. They make you stronger. They teach you how to navigate difficult waters. One of the things I am proudest of is helping create the Stockton's Women's Leadership Council. Through scholarship and mentorship, we've had the opportunity to support the next generation of women leaders. There are many women at this university that have helped us accomplish that. You know who you are. I'll name a few. Donna, Gail, Lori, Alicia, many, many more. I know I'm missing many people. Joanna. Many women have built lives despite systems that underestimated them at every turn. Graduates, the courage of those women lives within you now. And because of them, you inherit possibilities that they were denied. Do not waste that inheritance by deciding to play small. Start the company, write the book, run for office. We need your big brains and big hearts to change this world. Take the risk and be seen. The world does not benefit from people shrinking themselves to make other people comfortable. Years from now, when today is just a memory and this chapter becomes a story you tell someone else, I hope you remember this. You do not have to have everything figured out to move forward. You do not need certainty to begin. Please remember that how you treat people matters. Be kind, it's free. And whenever you can, I ask you to please leave the door open a little wider for the person coming in after you. Congratulations, class of 2026. Now go make something of this one precious life.
Before we continue the program, I do need to say thank you to a couple of people. None of this would be possible if it wasn't for the work of a lot of individuals. But in particular, there are well over 250 volunteers that are here today that are helping to make all of these pieces work, and they are led by Alex Marino and Lori Grisham, wherever they are, they're here somewhere. If we could give them a big round of applause. There's Alex over there. Lori, I don't know where you are, but thank you, thank you, thank you.
we have another round of applause, please, for our commencement speaker, Ms. Passarella? Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing your story, for your inspiration of our graduates, and for supporting Alma Mater. At this time, we offer special recognition to our faculty who have received emeritum status on their retirement. And I ask our faculty colleagues, when your name is called, if you're able to please stand and be recognized. From the School of Arts and Humanities, Dr. Michael McGarvey, Professor Emeritus of Art, who's been with Stockton for over 40 years. Dr. David Rosell, Professor Emeritus of Greek Language and Literature, has been at Stockton for 22 years. From the School of Health Sciences, Dr. Elizabeth Kalamides, Professor Emerita of Public Health with 40 years of service. From the School of Natural Sciences and Mathematics, our faculty speaker and Grand Marshal, Dr. Tim Harrison, Associate Professor Emerita of Biology for 33 years. Ms. Benita Villar, Instructor Emeritum of Physics at Stockton for 40 years. Dr. Lori Vermeulen, former Provost and Professor Emerita of Chemistry for the past 10 years. And Dr. Yitzhak Sharon. Presidential Medal recipient and distinguished Professor Emeritus of Physics who has been with Stockton for over 54 years. Combined, their teaching and scholarship to thousands of students over the past 5 decades displays the true affection they have for their students and for Stockton. These incredible faculty members were granted emeritum status from their respective academic programs on the recommendations of their colleagues in honor of their teaching, scholarship, service, and numerous other significant contributions to the Stockton community. The Board of Trustees further commemorated this recognition with a board resolution. So please join me in congratulating our emeritum faculty. We also like to recognize a few of our faculty who are retiring from schools represented this afternoon, in addition to our colleagues just mentioned. Dr. Richard Miller, Assistant Professor of Jewish Studies, and Dr. Guy Barbato, Associate Professor of Biology. These faculty colleagues, as well as faculty retirees from this morning's ceremony, have collectively contributed over 312 years, that's extraordinary, of teaching experience to our students and the Stockton community, and they have contributed richly to the success of our graduates and to the reputation of Stockton University. Thank you, colleagues all. We wish you well in retirement. And now, just about the moment that you've been waiting for. But before we begin the presentation of candidates for baccalaureate degrees, I'd like to direct your attention to the video screens. We'd like to recognize 5 members of the women's softball team who were scheduled to graduate during today's afternoon ceremony. This afternoon, they represented Stockton alongside their teammates as they competed in the NCAA Division III softball tournament in Massachusetts. They are Madison Monero with a degree in elementary education, Emma Cold Snow with a degree in chemistry, Madeline Formicelli with a degree in early childhood education, Caitlin Citrullo with a degree in exercise science, and Reagan Mendick with a degree in health science. As you can see, the athletic department held a small ceremony for them yesterday amongst their coaches, teammates, and parents. Now, unfortunately, they lost a tough match today, But that does not take away from the historic season. Let's give them all a great round of applause and congratulate them as student athletes on their graduation. Okay, now the moment you've all been waiting for. A professional photographer has been engaged to take individual photographs of the candidates as they process across the stage, and proofs of these photographs will be mailed. The ceremony is also recorded and copies may be ordered by visiting Stockton's commencement webpage. We kindly ask that all guests please remain seated and graduates remain in their seats until the conclusion of the ceremony. And at this time, we now invite all baccalaureate degree candidates who are willing and able to please rise and remain standing. President Bertolino, it is my extraordinary privilege to report to you that the baccalaureate candidates assembled here today have qualified in all respects for degrees by successfully completing curricula offered by Stockton University, and they've been recommended by the faculty to be awarded appropriate degrees in recognition of their academic accomplishments.
Baccalaureate degree candidates in the class of 2026 who have successfully completed all of the requirements for graduation based on the approval of the faculty and the authority vested in me by the state of New Jersey and the Stockton University Board of Trustees, I confer upon you the baccalaureate degrees with all the honors, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereto. Would the baccalaureate graduates please come forward to receive their degree?
School of Education, Education and Human Development. Nadia Buyukas, Dominic Bucanico, Twain Cooper, Mila Lipari, Jennifer Mercado Perez, Sophia Purvis, Michael Scott Jr., Ralph Pileggi III, Cameron Zelig, Emily Crawford, Shayla Adams, Kelly Acras, Santos Avilés, Thalia Aviles, Nadia Buckert, Regina Bartolomeo, David Bastidas, Alex Blake, Mary Ellen Bollock, William T. Daly School of General Studies, Liberal Studies, Sherlyn Benilla Meza, Alexandra Cajano, Amanda Campbell, Mia Cesare, Caitlin Miller, Kyle Copsey, Kira Kotler, Daniel Cruz, Antonio Cummings, Sophia Dalia, Milan Davis, Caitlin De La Cruz, Camille De La Torre, Alexis Derry, Kiera Deschen, Lauren Donnelly, Kaylee Durante, Danielle Feriozzi, Katie Figueroa, Natalie Flynn, Andrew Fricky, Mariela Garcia, Emily Garrett, Emily Garrison, Camelin Giles, Ella Gillespie, Rachel Glazner, Tanya Gomez Perez, Cassandra Gould, Emily Gratz, Johnny Hackett, Candace Haynes, Howard Houghton, Leah Grimm, Ava Hammonds, Kylie Helmetag, Hannah Hughes, Alexis Infantolino, Kayla Cass, Mackenzie Lawler, Oscar Juarez Rojas, Brant Knopp, Brian Kuchko, Sean Labrie, Aliyah Harris Rice, Nicole Mancuso, Amanda Faison, Giovanna Murata, Kyra Martone, Kayla Kilcommons, Sophia Torrey, Samantha Matina, Charlene Maycott, Caitlin McMullen, Aliana Melendez, Morgan Mertz, Gabriela Mililo, Max Miller, Jason Mitchell, Helen Monaco, Madison Muñez, Maria Munoz, Danielle Nelson, Dylan O'Leary, Camissa Plummer, Victoria Poval, Megan Priol, Nicholas Ryla, Mackenzie Reagan, Ava Reynolds, Citlali Roman Sanchez, Kyla Rousseau, Hannah Shire, Faye Smith, Kayla Altenor, Isabella Summers, Jordan Spencer, David St. Dennis, Olivia Swisher, Lexi Kripetz, Olivia Toms, Jacqueline Triboletti, Valentina Velez, Betsaida Viljoint, Kayla Von Ellington, Pharaoh Webb Bryant, Emma Westgate, Kirsten Zinkgraf, School of Health Sciences, Exercise Science, Michael Asiello, Nicholas Bendotti, Lillian Bill, Matthew Bond, Khalil Lamar Corbett I, Nicole Costello, Jillian Anderson, Carly Shane, Cassandra Trainer, Alicia Klotz, Evelyn Carroll, Spencer Campbell, Matthew Fogarty, Christopher Gianellos, Ellie Hallman, Eduardo Ruiz Giuseppe, Health Science, Horace Adams, Daniel Highland, Christian Izaguirre, Matthew Krinnick, Casey Lachlan, Jeremy Luzo, Kelsey Melanson, Hannah Silipina, Lana Sutliff, Jordan Cottrell, Ella Meisenhelter, Valerie Hine, Julie Lamparelli, Nadia Montecalvo Hussein, Nakia Montgomery, Isabel Mora, Grace Pacquiano, Tiana Roberts, Sydney Rowand, Corinne Miller, Stephen Seguros, Thomas Osterman, Shane Stevenson, Matthew Thompson, Nicholas Vandermolen, Joseph Williams Jr., Olivia Narowski, Chloe Wolverton, Ohana Ahmed, Gabrielle Akiatan, Isabella Alter, Jocelyn Aponte, Victoria Bailey, Luz Balderas, Layla Barron, Brianna Baralaga, Caitlin Barton, Naushin Basrat, Giselle Bautista, Jalen Beaton, Brooke Benvenuti, Saba Bhatti, Genevieve Biggs, Cody Budafam, Eric Brown, Cassandra Caccioli, Ashley Canton, Juliana Capiello, Kelly Capps, Molly Ann Carlton, Jillian Carroll, Aiden Cavendish, Alexis Servanac, Cindy Chen, Carly Christie, Amanda Claremont, Brandon Cook, Yaneris Cortez Perez,
Brianna Batista,
Kathleen Casaboon, Alberta Coraluzzo, Elizabeth Creighton, Rachel Cripps, Kayla Cuccinata, Christella Dabble, Daniana Da Costa, Nicholas D'Agostino, Nicholas DeLeo, Samantha Dawson, Daniela D'Amato, Paige O'Neill, Gabriela Vaca, Disha Chakshi, Luisani De Haza Marchena, Adam Decker, Kristana Decker, Marianne Delgado, Lindsay DeLuca, Gabriel DePore, Tatum DeVault, Haley D. Miola, Gianna DeBella, Ryan Dickinson, Isabella Diodato, Emily Dodo, Jenny Eshanik, Jessica Eret, Jeff Ryan Espy, Orlane Exelis, Haley Fleming, Grace Foster, Juliana Fusco, Laura Gallus, Nizira Gantz, Yara Garcia, Nicole Garcia, Tatiana Garcia, Yasmin Garcia, Dylan Gelibert, Maria Litzy Jennis, Benjamin Gershman, Grace Gessner, Emily Gil Lopez, Nerly Gordet, Alyssa Greiner, Kelly Arias Medal, Ume Habiba, Natalie Halko, Kaya Hall, Tyler Hannon, Jessica Hauer, Evelyn Hawk, Cecilia Hidalgo, Taylor Dlug, Brielle Curtin, Cecilia Burkhart, Riley O'Keefe, Alyssa Lido, Jessica Gruby, Sophia Irizarry, Grace Gaiman, Ariana Hernandez, Lucas Hilbert, Zoe Holmes, Regina Ingling, Christina Inman, Sakira Islam, Sanzida Jahan, Dana James, Kelsey Jekas, Mackenzie Jennings, Jada Jones, Aubrey Jopling, Catherine Keenan, Jordana Kelly, Louise Kennedy, Cecily LaBoy, Annalise Lacavera, Sean Larson, Emily Laskowski, Brianne Lauricella, Ava Livari, Hannah Levy, Adam Liguier, Lauren Leffler, Maria Lopez Bautista, Luca Lopresti, Kate Lauer, James McDonald III, Angelina Malinowski, Megan Hyde, Madison Bellamy, Brittany Lugo Hernandez, Katie Orellana Osorio, Angeles Maldonado, Salma Hai, Aisha Wayne, Gage Molinaro, Elizabeth Morano, Estefany Martinez, Melody Mercado, Mia McNally, Dorna Moyes, Kristen Moliwolo, Edward Monte, Gabriela Montero, Jorge Montero, Bibiana Montez Osorio, Isabella Moraes, Ava Morrison, John Wynn, Matthew Otalvaro, Kira Majatovich, Zuzana Niepostin, Allison Nunez, Madison O'Connell, Natalie Perez, Julene Omar, Quinn Manette, Giselle Perez Manzano, Amy Perez, Haley Bilo, Mia Mulholland, Blanca Mungia, Grace Munoz Jauragui, Ariana Mahoney, Carla Murillo, Janine Peoples, Janovic Panamino, Eddie Wynn, Josephine Osei, Gabriela Ofori, Noah Pham, Maria Pineda Lopez, Brianna Pollard, Jason Prasad, Famida Prova, Julianne Amber Quintos, Ava Roccabaldo, Travis Ragland Jr., Matthew Railman, Amy Renzulli, Mia Reyes, Adelise Rodriguez, Brianna Rogers, Kelsey Ross, Emily Shelley, Morgan Rump, Noor Salim, Yerlin Sanchez, Maria Sanchez Betancourt, Felipe Sanchez Nava, Nicole Marchand, Alejandro Santiago, Justin Sarnowski, Emily Sauer, Condoleezza Scott, Gianna Scotti, Reagan Scully, Raya Shardar, Renee Shepard, Sierra Sigmund, Garth Simpson, Tyler Skurat, Michael Smalling, Sydney Sorrentino, Sophia Stahl, Francesca Suboko, Lily Zabo, Samantha Tavares, Carly Thompson, Samantha Toral Armendariz, Kyle Toralba, Amy Torres, Michael Torres Jr., Emma Torciello, Jeremiah Turlington, Dana Tucker, Madeline Velasek, Lorena Valdetano Grande, Kiara Vasquez, Elizabeth Vega Alva, Samantha Weckler, Selena Weber, Monica Wiest, Mahasir Zaman Sr., Taylor Zulo, Julia Zeitz, Riley Krzyzewski, Kelsey McFadden, Riley Bellows, Daniel Furlong, Michael Antonucci, Julia Gibson, Connie Tran, Katie Trong, Vanessa Marinero, Katie Trong, Vanessa Marinero, Nomi Yanis Castro, Nicole Zier, Amisa Pasewe, Brianna Tinnery, Rebecca Pierre, Smeralda St. Phyllis, Chiamaka Patrick, Darren Brooks Jr., Nursing, Rachel Bloom, Claudine Bermudez, Ki Ho Chung, Haley Dilks, Dale Colby, Olivia DeStefano, Nicole D'Amico, Ariane Munoz, Leah Beatty, Elizabeth Connors, Sophia Kirby, Sydney Ridgey, Reese Waters, Colby Malanafi, Matthew Daly, Edward O'Flynn, Jonathan Yen, Leo Hutchison, Isabella Edwards, Megan Fawcett, Ariana Florano, Crystal Dulcet, Sierra Cook, Jasmine Jourdain, Deanna Sanchez, Luis Guetta, Karen Palais Moreno, Dipam Patel, William No, Jessica Sante, Tatiana Andrade, Lauren Nelson, Jacqueline Nieves, Isha Patel, Camille Maniwang, Diana Leon, Kelly Haynes, Jessica Saltz, Avery Bruff, Patria Manlulu, Charlie Sill, Spencer Linnert, Sydney Olakpu, Caitlin Blaylock, Ashley Vidiello, Alana Doherty, Audrey Matekwa, Charletta Mitchell, Julie Tran, Public Health, Shayna Achamizo, Jordan Everson, Casey Gelibert, Emily Hagopian, Anicia Jean-Jacques, Dionisia Marcatos, Finn Mondelli, Austin Hatzold, Mohammed Momin, Arpan Patel, Olivia Wood, Nicholas Karchik, Danny Wynn, Michaela Fulton, Ella Lawler, Raven McIntosh, Tatiana Oyola, Ellen Hart-Shaw, David Rios, Shauna Reeves, Alexis Waters, School of Arts and Humanities, Africana Studies, Chrisandra Bagaloo, My Air Henry, Stephen Valerie Jr., Communication Studies, Casey Awino, Anaria Bear Oates, Cameron Chisholm, Dylan Budd, Cole Burdeck, Marieli Caraballo Vargas, Megan Carnero, Rizwan Chowdhury, Cassidy Clark, Ryan Connolly, Daniel DeJoya, Jalen Fisher, Mary Gallagher, Sherilyn Gifaro, Abby Crawley, Samantha Hernandez, Ella Johnson, Jacqueline Johnstone, Reagan Kieseling, Ava Klinger, Edmund Langs, Demetrius Letson, Connor Long, Riley Lawrence, Jamie Matthews, Gabriela Marroquin Bednarska, Lauren Maraglia, Nyla Murphy, Taylor White, Kelsey Palin, Colisa Pimentel, Elijah Redmond, Justin Ritter, Julian Rivera, Luisa Rivera, Tiana Rosario, Morgan Shank, Haley Shaughnessy, Ellie Sheehan, Austin Snyder, Sadie Sparks, Elena Suarez, Lacey Truel, Carter Turner, Nick Ventura, Alexander Wisnowski, Joshua Wright, Samantha Delfino, Gina Murata, Cheyenne Nusifora, Isabella Marinello, Digital Studies, Samuel Brendel, Ari Cecilia, Giovanni Dattides, Stephen D'Amelio, Chad Dunn, John Glander, Caitlin Herterick, Arib Khan, Samantha Lane, Dylan Langer, Gianna Marmol, Michaela McKelvey, David Morales Gomez, Everin Nicolo, Ashley Paladinez, Taylor Papira, Jamal Rivera Hands, Ryan Panico Jr., Kyle Jones, Mariangeli Torres, Historical Studies, Mason Alexander, Lindsay Camburn, Declan Chodak, Ryan Fisher, Megan Guns, Chase Yaconelli, Shane Culhay, James Martinez, Tessa McKenna, Nicholas Neal, Grace Overton, Matthew Resnick, Trinity Rosbarski, George Schmidt, Francis Spinner, Michael Sturl III, Jennifer Vanneman, Jake Walker, Turhan Welch Jr., Shannon Wilson, Languages and Culture Studies, Miana Alessandroni, Ashlyn Bagheri Loma, Flor Bernal Vargas, Andres Perez, Madison Groman, Ken Kornbluth, Kaz Murray, Clara Signorin, Literature, Christian Alvarez, Lizbeth Campos, Lindsay Clark, Ashley Cole, Maddie Connolly, Gianna DeAndrea, Abigail Davis, Audrey De Cristofaro, Ananda Early, Francis Gordon, Nicole Lanzoni, Annalise Lopresti, Hunter Lynn, Olivia Makenka, Alex Manzo, Megan Marroquin, Brandon Naylor, Nicole Pleckner, Alexis Rania, Juliana Reyes, Shakila Riaz, Esmeralda Rivera, Grace Schottler, Daniel Silva, Isabella Steelman, Madison Suksik, Abigail Thornton, Jibril Tompkins, Charles Walker, Performing Arts, Riley Albright, Jason Bell Lowe, Juliana Bolish, Lindsay Clark, James Craver, Cameron Day, Alana Ezra, Courtney Fritz, Emma Gibson, Caitlin Keene, Shauna Landestoy, Jackson O'Brien, Nairi Ohanian, Logan Reber, Julia Ricci, Angelina Rodoloso, Lindsay Salati, Rebecca Statile, Alyssa Villalba, Tiffany Suarez, Alexa Walsh, Cinia Washington, Taikia Williams, Rabia Footman. Philosophy and Religion, Quinn O'Brien. Studies in the Arts, Visual Arts, Lamia Dean. Morgan Farrell. Alexandra Acelta. Kayla Bonifel. Aiden Carpiniello. Patrick Clayton Jr. Sophia Farland. Madison Goswick. Sydney Groen. Brandon Kusnirik. Benjamin Laster. Megan Manina. Giovanni Martinez. Don Parker. Tevin Ayabare. Joshua David. Sabrina Morocho. Abigail Schmidt. Sierra Shaw. Nuhi Shamira. Riley Wilson. Kirsten Bailey. Angeli Bautista. Leah Barone. Matthew Clamfair. Liam Dybert. Christina Doros. Daniel Dunlap. Melissa Golimbieski. Melanie Groff. Christina Howard. Alan Leland. Matthew Micheletti. Ani Makrachian. Sebastian Montano. Madison Morello. Matthew O'Brien. Sierra Ojeda. Joseph Paris. Perlene Perez. Natalie Rapp. Brenda Palencia. Antonio Rodriguez. Enrique Rodriguez. Zulika Rodriguez Garcia. Ashley Schultz. Allison Sullivan. Kayla Taylor. Nicholas Teixeira. Nina Wall. Margot Whelan. Cameron Wilson. School of Natural Sciences and Mathematics. Applied Physics. Shakti Rajput. William Brust. Andrew Fresnex. Nicholas Railman. Anthony Winks. Biochemistry Molecular Biology. Asad Akash. Michael Breslin Jr. Nabiha Chowdhury. Emma Conroy. Angela Diaz. Jacob DiPolito. Jasper Herbert. Kaylee Lawler. Laura Mayfield. Neha Patel. Marisa Riley. Haley Sanchez. Joshua Santibanez. Biology. Sophia Amurao. Ian Boakes. Deshaun Causey. Emma Dearston, Pamela Gonzalez, Kaylee Helgenic, Quinton Klein, Jessica Bickett, Layla Moore, Nada Mustafa, Jamie Palmieri, Nakota Phillips, James Rhodes III, Alejandro Rubio, Alyssa Surowitz, Julie Ana Agosto, Brian Aguilar Carrasco, Lipun Ahmad, Samiha Atik, Haley Bittinger, Adrian Biscardi, Bridget Brennan, Nina Bruno, Enrique Cabrera, Matthew Cara, Tulio Cata, Andrea Corres, Andres Corres, Cameron Cox, Vivek Das, Jesse Davis, Cassidy DeMacy, Emma Fitzpatrick, Christine Awad, Imen Fati, Yusuf Azam, Sophia Fontanella, Amy Morales, Leilani Moreno Solano, Edwin Feria Serna, Mitch Gallagher, Madison Gonzalez, Joe Anastasia Harkins, Kayla Helder, Tyler Johnstone, Dylan Kapoff, Edward Emrick, Caitlin Leeser, Noran Khan, Rocio Lucero, Nicholas Marcus, Rani Patel, Oscar Flores, Sarah Pemberthy, Lori Walsh,
Emily Mayorga,
Jake Romanovsky, Zachary Dahlia, Mohammed Nadim, Rehana Nouri, Kelechi Anaha, Favor Owawo, Gavin Jackson, Logan Shaw, Sydney Knight, Natalie Muniz, Tanya Sharma, Mason Sherman, Dayanara Villanueva Abundiz, Jada White, Brian Gaskill, Samuel Jeng, Melanie Chin, Chemistry, Reagan Burek, Shaylin Scott, Katie Katie Abersold, Rachel Hayes, Phoenix Hillard, Sarah McClellan, Melissa Myslinski, Skylar Rhodes, Colby Rotner, Environmental Science, Jason Allen Rumit, Brian Beeler, Jake Daly, Matt Davies, Emma Duke, Liam Gibson, Nicholas Guerrero, Ailish Haynes, Gavin Henry, Kaylee Henry, Faith Jastro, Tyler Kern, Abby Kulikowski, Colin Kuriger, Riley Lauer, Angel Malone, Kayla Mathis, Aaron McLean, Leah Nolan, Owen Ogden, James O'Rourke, Amanda Piskin, Rashid Ransom,
I don't think so.
Giselle Rodriguez, Vincent Rotunda, Nathaniel Sanders, Isabella Sawicki, Christopher Scotty, Trevor Smith, Andrew Stoltzfus, Lauren Teach, Paige Takazuski, Elizabeth Raggio, Adam Basham, Tyler Brown, Claire Fitter, Jillian Galicchio, Ashley Gibson, Tiffany Keene, Madison Law, Grant Johnson, Nathaniel Sellert, Maximilian McLeod,
Keep walking.
Savannah Spitznaz, Reese Wyrick, Krista Voorhees, Geology, Justin Andel, Isabella Menino, William Reeves, Megan Stewart, Ashley Truesdell, Kyra Pinder, Marine Science, Connor Humphrey, Katie Kurtz, Connor Williams, Ryan Beck, Campbell Clark, Emmanuel Colina, Gabrielle Chizhevsky, Kyle Dantes, Julia Davanzo, Jonathan DeSantis, Khalees Douglas, Bridget Dudas, Sean Duffy, Veronica Fanelli, Michael Finocchiaro, Luca Girardi, Nicholas Jaworski, Haley Keefe, Ariana Kalenovic, Dylan Meyer, Brenna Miller, Haddon Mundrick, Daniel O'Malley, Dominic Parisi, Justin Popdan, Mia Ryan, Mia Ryan, James Solomon Jr., Brooke Seidman, Ashley Sheets, Kendall Skirbst, Adam Sutton, Audrey Ventimiglia, Sarah Watson, Isabella Wearer, Nadia Wisniewska, Mathematics, Jeremiah Doty, Abigail Gallagher, Esther Lee, Carter Mathis, Abhia Piley, Grace Spear, Lacey Wilson, Abby Winterbottom, Michal Baxter, Anthony Cooper, John Neil Della Pena, Hayden Ryan, Bernarda Hervatine, Harry Patel, Nicholas Sanchez, Ronald Stesney III, Alejandro Vega, Sustainability, Eric Weeks, Christopher Sinelli Jr., Rachel Crowley, Lachlan Martin, Aaron O'Neill, Jayla Roll, Nikola Tuchek,
Will the members of the class of 2026 please stand? It is my honor to officially tell you that you have graduated! may now switch your tassels from the right to the left. Congratulations!
Congratulations, class of 2026. It has truly been an honor celebrating your success here today, and we joyfully embrace you as graduates and lifelong members of the Osprey family. Thank you for choosing Stockton and becoming part of the university's legacy. I bring this commencement exercise to close. At the conclusion of the recessional, please join your family and friends on the boardwalk. Thank you all for joining in today's celebration. Please enjoy the rest of the day, and we wish you safe travels home. Platform party, please rise.